the Lord. And this is a wonderful night. As we look back in history, December 31st, 1862, black slaves met in a church with great anticipation because of the Emancipation Proclamation. They were watching through the night, looking for the stroke of midnight. Because at the stroke of midnight, because the bill had already been signed, they would be free. For us tonight, we're also watching the clock. Because at the stroke of midnight, it will bring the close of another year. So we are anticipating the blessings and the new mercies of 2010. We see your theme tonight, but we're going to go to Isaiah, the 43rd chapter, the 18th and the 19th verse. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. To the clergy that are here, to the deacons of this great church, to Deacon Clemens of Greater Faith, where I have the great pleasure of serving as pastor. Isaiah 43, verses 18 and 19. It says, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. God can do a new thing. Let me read those same verses to you from the NIV and the NASB. NIV says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now, take note of that word now. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wastelands. New American Standard says, do not call to mind the former things or ponder things of the past. Behold, I will do something new. Now it will spring forth. Will you not be aware of it? I will even make a roadway in the wilderness, rivers in the desert. It says, for all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flowers of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Lord endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. Can God do a new thing? Chapter 43, this is Isaiah writing to us of precious promises. He is reminding Israel that he is still their God. At this particular time, they are in captivity. You know, God will raise up pagan nations to bring Israel into captivity to get their attention. Sometimes God will take you to a place, put you in a position to where you will have to call on him. So don't be afraid of what he has to do for you. This is what we want to remember about now. Yesterday is gone. At midnight, 2009 will be gone. Tomorrow may never be mine. So if yesterday is gone and tomorrow may not be mine, all we got is right now. You get it. You get it. Hey man, I got 10 minutes, but I'm still going to take my time. Isaiah says, do not dwell on the past. That word dwell is an interesting word. In other words, it says, don't stay long. Don't take up residence. Don't pitch your tent in the past. See, so many of us are so stuck on the past that we can't live now. We even get to the point to where we're so stuck on being well off in the future that we're suffering now. But if you concentrate on what you have right now, God's going to take care. Because think of this. The Bible in Hebrews 11:1 says what? Now faith. See, we often leave out the now. Because it takes new faith every day. Because what happened yesterday, it don't take faith anymore. Why? Because it's already done. You already seen it. You already know what's going to happen. But today you have new mercies and new grace. So you got to have some new faith. Why? Every morning it takes new faith when you wake up in the morning. If we continue, now get this, if we continue to live in the past, you cannot function in your now. If we live in the past, we kind of hinder our future. But when you take your past and put it behind you and begin to live right now, your future will be set for itself. Now, see, I gotta cut through here. I gotta take a shortcut. So let me travel backwards to what God said. He said, to remember ye not the former things, and not that you not to remember, because you know all of us have loved ones that have gone on, and it's good to remember the things that they have done for us and what we have done and learned through them. It's good to remember your past to the point to where you learn from it. So you can be prepared for things that may come up. But don't let those things take over your right now. He said, behold, let me tell you what God will do for you when you put the past behind you and look at right now. And he's trying to inform Israel. I know you're in captivity. I know you're struggling now. I know there are difficulties now. But if you live for me now and concentrate on what I'm doing right now, this is what I will do for you. Behold, I will do a new thing. Anybody tired of the old stuff? Anybody tired of going through the same old mess day after day? Anybody sick of the same old thing? Well, that's because a lot of times we're stuck in the past. See, I'm pastoring a new pastor now, but this is not my first church. But I've encountered in both of them, when you try to do something different, the first thing they say is that's not how a pastor used to do it. We ain't did that before. So when they say that, that just means that they still stuck in the past. You know how it is when you enter into a new relationship. Boy, my time running out. You enter into a new relationship, and just imagine if your girlfriend name is Sarah, and Sarah is fixing you a nice meal, and you often come up and say, well, Sally never cooked it like that. Come on now, sisters, what will you say? Well, I ain't Sally. If you want Sally, you better go get her. Well, that's the same thing that we have to start telling people. Wait a minute, he ain't here no more. make a way in the wilderness. Y'all ain't getting that. He said, I won't even make a way in the wilderness. You know what the wilderness is? When you go in the woods and the weeds are so thick,